Hi, today's date is November 7th, 2019. For today's video source inspection, we have a fully refurbished 870S model spin rinser dryer. I am not going to share my customer's identity with you, but I will share their general location. They are in Europe, and their purchase order number is 16802. So we're going to run one head at a time. The reason being, we have one cassette available to us. And let me just read off the model number. It is a K182-60MB. So we're going to run two separate recipes. During this first recipe, I'm going to discuss our refurbishment process, our spare parts and service support, as well as list off some equipment we supply at SciTech. The customer's recipe is what we will run today. It is a 60-second rinse at 700 RPMs, followed by a 10-second purge at 1800 RPMs. Maintaining our 1800 RPMs, we'll go into our dry one for another 90 seconds before we slow it down for 230 seconds at 1000 RPMs. We will demonstrate the dryness of the bowl at the conclusion of the recipe. So, we're running one head. I'm used to running two. Let's get started. Okay, green light, we are in process. We have water here. Even on the little digital screen here of our SlickDevice, you can see the water there too. I will point out some things that I see on the SlickDevice as we get through the recipe. Once we finish up with this head, we'll run the lower head, but we won't discuss the process any further in the lower head. It'll just be just the dryer spinning. So we're almost halfway through our rinse. Every rinser dryer, or SRD as we like to say for short at SciTech, goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take a tool and break it down to the component level. From there, we chemically clean and electro-polish all metal parts, as well as fully inspect and test all parts for function. Okay, 10 seconds left. You will see us ramp up in speed. The water, instead of going kind of like down like it is now, will begin to swirl. And as the recipe goes on, you'll see less and less water droplets on the window. Okay, here we go. We're ramping up. And you see the circular motion. There will be less and less water droplets as we progress through the recipe. Back to our refurbishment process. Once all parts are prepped, that's when we begin rebuilding SRD head assemblies from the ground up. Once that head assembly is completely rebuilt, the first quality control or QC checkpoint is our dry test. In dry test, we test the SRDs for full function without the facilities installed. Once the head assemblies pass our dry test standards, that's when we move into our wet quality control checkpoint. Here is where we test the rinser dryers for full function with facilities installed. Lastly, after we pass dry test and wet test, we move into our final test, which is the configuration you see before you today. This customer ordered a double stack spin rinser dryer. If you look at our YouTube channel, you'll see all kinds of configurations. You'll see 12-inch capable bowls, 4-inch capable bowls. We have 6-inch today, and sometimes it's a bare head assembly, sometimes we're on the poly cart, but today we have the double stack. Okay, we have 20 seconds left in our first dry before we slow it down for 230 seconds down to 1000 RPMs for dry 2. That's where we really let our drying components just physically dry the wafers. We spin at high speed first to sling off as much excess water as we can prior to really focusing on drying. We're slowing down. If you look at our SlickDevice, the anti-static module's on. You can see the lightning bolt in addition to let me get my hand out of the way. In addition to the green letters on the right that show what's on and what's not. Lastly, in our final test, we film video source inspections that our customers will view and approve us to go ahead and get out shipments when it comes to their rinser dryers. Also, we will do over 50 various process recipes to ensure that this tool is ready for plug-and-play installation into our customers' fabs. We like to call this burn-in testing. Okay, we have just over 3 minutes left in the recipe. I will discuss our spare parts and service support at SciTech. We can supply 100% of the spare parts or repair services necessary to keep your semi-tool SRD up and running. Parts that we repair include controllers such as 228s, 328s, PSC 101s, and PSC 102s. We also repair the amps, also known as a motor controller or auto motion controller. This includes the LC4s and the LC5s. We can rebuild and repair motors, whether it is a brush type, a 1/3 horsepower, a 1/2 horsepower, or the brushless type. And we can also rebalance rotors. All the parts that I just described to you, we can supply in new or refurbished condition. Give us a call and one of our sales experts will let you know what we can provide. Our number is 916-797-9000. If you'd like to see our complete catalog, please visit our website, www.sitechprocess.com. Okay, as you see, we have next to no water droplets on the window. I'm going to list off other parts we can supply. Windows, door seals, door switches, start and stop switches, solenoid valves, ACR valves, pressure switches, and 2 filters, anti-static modules, heater blankets, heater cartridges, tack sensors, rotor stop positioners, anything you can think on the spin rinser dryer, the SRD. 100% spare parts and service support means all of the parts and all the repairs you need. As you can see, we are the worldwide leader in semi-tool spare parts and service support. Okay, about a minute and 20 seconds left. Everybody knows that spin rinser dryers are our most popular equipment that we supply. There's a variety of other wet process equipment that we can provide to the front end wafer fab. Equipment we can supply outside of remanufactured spin rinser dryers includes box washers such as HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. Mask cleaners including K and S and Ultra T models. Metrology tools including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We can provide barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of microscopes. Okay, 35 seconds left. As you can see, it's worth giving us a call at 916-797-9000 for any equipment requirement. We can help in so many different ways with wet processing in the front end wafer fab. If you want to place an RFQ, you can do so through our website, www.sitechprocess.com. Or you can email us at sales@sitechprocess.com. Okay, we have 10 seconds left. Rinser dryer is nice and smooth. No water on the window. Okay, so we're waiting to fire to the 12 o'clock position and then for the door seal to release the air. Okay, so we're at 12 o'clock. Okay, warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. We have droplets of water on the edge, but the bowl is dry. Wafers are completely dry. All right, this was a successful process run. I'm going to turn off the camera and then we will run the bottom head next. Okay, we have the cassette and wafers in our bottom head assembly. We're going to go ahead and just run the recipe and you can watch and we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, we are ramping down. The SRD ran great. Okay, we're going to wait for the rotor stop positioner, or RSP as we like to say for short, to fire this into the 12 o'clock position, which we like to call the upright position. And then for the door seal to release all air, RSP fired, door seal released. All right, warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. Bowl looks nice and dry. The wafers are completely dry. Okay, that is not one, but two successful process runs. Our customer in Europe is going to be very happy to get this spin rinser dryer. If you would like to see our parts and equipment catalog, visit www.sitechprocess.com. You could send us an RFQ through our website or email us direct. Our email address is sales@sitechprocess.com. If you want to speak to a sales expert, call us at 916-797-9000. Thank you for watching.